Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Silicron Incorporators in the Synthetic Dawn story pack. Now, where we left off, we were in the middle of a war, actually. I believe our dear enemy, the Sildor Galactic Autocracy, was in the process of trying to eliminate one of our border worlds. I believe it was it Trambodon Prime? Was it Trambodon? Let me zoom in here. Yes, I believe it was Trambodon. And we were in the process of upgrading the spaceport. We have our fleet quite well upgraded. Luckily for us, the Valmanex Star Hegemony also declared war on these guys. And we have a little bit of breathing room here to build up our military with all these minerals that we've been building up. Since we have stopped developing our worlds due to the war, we're kind of in a war economy right now. So we haven't been able to really do any upgrades in terms of our economic side of things, but our fleet is very, very robust. And if I could just find it, it's over here. Okay. Now we do need to continue to build up our fleet because although we are very, very powerful, the enemy was quite a bit more powerful. Yeah, I believe they had about 7,000 fleet power. So we're going to want to see if we can do some more to upgrade. We are picking up the Swarmer missiles, which may be able to help our power. We're also picking up the Grand Fleet Edict, which will provide us with an extra bit of room to upgrade our things. We're also picking up the, for example, the the red laser technology. I don't know how much use this is going to be, but we do at least have enough minerals to continue to build up our fleet here. I want to double check that I upgrade this fleet here really quick. That shouldn't take too long. It should be like a day or two at most. Okay, let me reselect this fleet and see if they've merged. Okay, so we have about 50 corvettes and 25 destroyers. I'm not going to count this particular destroyer, even though it is a fairly interesting one. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pick up a couple more corvettes here. I think I'll pick up another. I suppose I have 18. I have 18 room left, so I could pick up easily, say, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then in Fegor Prime, which is down here, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8, and then I could pick up 4 destroyers once I get some income ticks. I'll maybe grab one in Beham Prime. I think Gertab is a little bit more dangerous. Where's Gertab? I'm trying to remember where all my... Oh, here's Gertab. I guess Gertab works. I'm trying to remember where all my buildings and stuff are. It's been a little bit of time, so I kind of forget how my empire was laid out. But we're going to wait until we get our income tick, and then we're going to start building a destroyer. We're going to want probably 4 more destroyers and then 2 more corvettes to round out our fleet. We also do have some spaceport upgrades to do. There is a privateer fleet over there that we're probably going to want to deal with someday. Okay, and we have enough for a second destroyer here in Girta, probably Beham Prime. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that in Beham. And then I'll build another destroyer here in Gertab. We just need the income ticks. But hopefully that's going to, again, bring our fleet composition up to around 6k. If we were at 6k and we were fighting around a station, I feel like we would have a pretty damn good chance of winning that fight. Okay, go ahead and get me another destroyer. And then I'll build the next destroyer in Mechaz Prime. Or Mechaz? Is it Mechaz or Mechaz? Okay, so there. So that should round out our fleet now once all this is finished. Construction complete. Okay, we picked up another technology. The red laser defense... or red laser technology, sorry. So, what is going to help us now? Now, I could probably pick this up, but that's 64 months. I need, like, text that can be gotten relatively quickly that will provide some help. Deflectors would be a decent choice here. And they're relatively quick. I could also go for the Guardian point defense to really lock in the power of my point defense. That would take 85 months though. That would help, but not too much. Perhaps I could go for subspace sensors to increase the tracking of my ships. There's also the potential to go for the blue laser here. That would only take 13 months, and that would be an upgrade to the laser tech. I could possibly justify... I think I can justify going for deflectors here. I think I was trying to skip deflectors, but I don't have a problem actually just unlocking them. I'm going to try not to use them though, because I think deflectors leads to some kind of important technologies down the line, from what I remember. I could be wrong on that, but at the very least, it will provide us with the ability to maybe put shields on our worlds, which I believe will give us more fortification against being sieged. So we do want to go ahead and counter-war these guys. Once we have a big enough fleet, I'm thinking around 6.5k power will be relatively in line with where we want to be. We've got another destroyer finishing, so that will bring us up to 117 power. Minnock has been fully surveyed. Do we have any spaceport upgrades to do? We do have one here in Gurtab Secundus. I think generally speaking our spaceports are fairly upgraded. There's a few upgrades that we need to do around the place. And since they take quite a relatively long amount of time, I will go ahead and get them started so that we can just go ahead and get that slightly bigger fleet going on. We'll wait for another month to tick over here. We should be able to get one spaceport upgrade per month, which will slowly give us that little bit of room up here. Okay, new technology. We got the Swarmer missiles. The major advantage of the Swarmer missiles, I believe, is that they're harder for point defense to deal with. Okay, we have a few things we could look at here. We could get destroyer assembly yards. We could get upgraded spaceports as well. We could go, for example, towards Teldar crystal mining. We could pick up the advanced mineral processing, or we could pick up armored torpedoes. They would be quite a bit more powerful than the current torpedoes. So really, to me, it's kind of a toss-up between the advanced spaceport or the advanced torpedoes. I think we're going to go for advanced torpedoes though, because I already have a huge investment into ships and I'd like to make them better. We're 4 months away from getting the Grand Fleet, which will allow us to make a much larger fleet. Kind of as a downside though, we are starting to use up a massive amount of minerals in maintenance. But at the very least, we have a strong and robust military. What are you doing? Shouldn't you be automatically exploring the galaxy? I believe I'd already set that for you to do that, but you didn't carry out that mission, which is kind of annoying. I believe you're automatically exploring. Yep, Unit R3 is doing his job. Okay, so I think I was going to upgrade more of these spaceports, and I was. I've got 2 more to do, I believe. That's another 500 minerals that has to go into the war effort. And the main reason to upgrade your spaceports is that, I believe, I can't remember, I remember looking at the files before, but every time you upgrade your spaceport, you get a little bit of fleet capacity. I think it's like 2 or 3 maybe? I can't remember. It's at least 1. Ah, you get the expert materials trait, so I believe that was one of these guys. Ah, yes, there you are, Unit J7. Now he's getting slowly up there to level 8. He's on level 6 right now. Okay, we got another technological acquisition. I'm going to make sure I upgrade this spaceport. I'm going to go into the technology. We just got the battle simulators module, which is going to be an important one to get. I'm going to be building that in, almost certainly I'm going to be building that in Mechaz Prime. I want the battle simulators, because that means any ship built here is going to have +5 ship fire rate, +3 chance to hit, and +3 tracking. So let's go ahead and have a look. Oh, something else I want to do. I want to go into my edicts here. I think it's time for me to drop physics research grants. And I'm going to want to pick up Grand Fleet here. It will completely tank my influence income, but it's going to give me a huge, huge fleet capacity, to the point where if I go talk to these guys now, you know, their naval capacity is inferior to me. So if I just keep building units, I should be able to overcome them. Unfortunately, the Grand Fleet is probably going to have to be locked in for the rest of the game. So that's just that. So we have Unit R3 leveled up again. Nice one. So he's up to level 5. So he's doing a really good job. Can you even be male if you're a robot? Ooh, atmospheric manipulation would be fun. I would really like regenerative hull tissue. These are all cool techs. I don't know if I'm able to justify getting them right now. someday, maybe. Border range could be useful. Atmospheric manipulation. That could be really cool. I think I'm going to just quickly pick up maintenance command just to save me a little bit of minerals on my armies, because I do have armies here on Trambodon. If I go to Trambodon Prime, I can zoom in here and have a look at the armies tab here, and you can see there's quite a large number of armies down here. Now, I believe armies only cost energy for maintenance, but
construction complete.
Okay, spaceports have been finished. That's going to further push our fleet numbers up to the max. Ah, we're missing a corvette. So let me go ahead and get another couple corvettes. Although I want to build the battle simulators. That's going to take quite a while. But that's going to give me a lot of power for these ships.
Technological acquisition successful.
The Adnoran star conglomerate started to integrate the Elamanid state. That's fine. I believe they were a protectorate. Ah, okay. Ah, so it must have been like a micro space empire that was born out here or something? Interesting. Ah, looks like these guys decided to settle over here and be annoying. I will have to kill these guys eventually. I do want to kind of deal with this war over here. My question is, did I actually develop? Wait, why are you inactive building? Oh. I'll repair that. Okay, so we just got deflectors technology. Positronic AI would be really nice. Improved assist research? Yeah, I'm going to get that because I am doing assist research, so that would give me quite a bit of science. So let me see here. Does it make sense to slot in shields? I think we were going for like a shield-free run. This would be 40 extra health at the cost of... Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I actually think the plasteel gives you more health here. The extra 10% armor reduction is like having an extra 30 health, but it's not exactly because of the way rounding down works and stuff like that. But so I'm going to stick with armor. I'm going to stick with armor. I'm not going to be putting in deflectors. I think something we will be doing, though, is if I go into my ship designers, I think my destroyers, I don't know if they have any medium slots. But I am tempted to switch over to a gunship bow here, and then put in a swarmer missile. So this is... It's less DPS than the medium quantum missiles. But supposedly the main advantage is that it's a like multi-fire weapon, whereas if I put the quantum missiles there, oh, I guess they're kind of just similar. Yeah, I feel like maybe this is the right move. I could put small lasers on here. But I feel like the quantum missiles is the move. I'm gonna kind of make slight changes here. I'm gonna put on the swarmer missiles. I'm hoping swarmer missiles is the right move here. Supposedly they're supposed to fire... Well, I guess they have longer range too. So my hope is that by firing multiple missiles I might be able to overcome. Oh my god, that's expensive in terms of energy. I need to slot in a little bit more cold fusion here. Oh, is that a difference too? No, 3 medium slots. Oh, the picket... Ah, the picket ship has 4 medium slots. Ah, that's a big advantage that I hadn't considered. So I may have to replace one of these small armor slots and then put a armor piece here. Ah, so this is a big thing. If I were to go back to the picket ship and then auto-complete it, I don't want medium armor, I want this. Yeah, see? I'm giving up a lot of defense, 44%, whereas if I go for the gunship bow, and I put in the swarmer missiles and the quantum missiles with the setup like this, I'm only getting 33%. That's actually a pretty huge difference in armor. Oh man, is this the right move? I don't know if it is. I think I actually prefer the picket ship design, so I'm going to leave it the way it was.
Survey complete.
Okay, we got a system survey completed over here in Reg, that's good.
Complete.
Construction completed, the spaceport has been built. We're just waiting for the, once the battle simulators is finished, we should be able to spend this money, no problem. I might build another one in Fegor Prime. Let's grab the battle simulator. So having 2 battle simulators should allow me to spend my money fast enough to not have issues there. I could also exchange some cash here if I go to the Botane. I won't do that just yet, but I will. It is sort of on my radar. So I want to go in here and fight these guys relatively soon. Well, something I wish there was a way to pre-see the estimated power of these ships, but it doesn't seem there is a way. Okay, we have everything, the best sort of stuff that we can slot in. Waiting for those modules to finish. This is unfortunate because it is stagnating our economy, and we are 50 years, nearly 60 years into the game, and I believe major crises and stuff start to appear around 100 to 200 years into the game. I can't remember exactly when it starts to happen, but it's around that sort of time frame. Okay, I'm going to go up to maximum speed here just to get these done that little bit quicker, in the hopes that we can kind of start getting some ships built here. Oh, we got a new technology here. This is the army upkeep. That's just kind of useful. It's going to keep our costs down a little bit. Animal evaluation laboratory. Okay, cool. Ship upgrade cost. That could be really nice. Let's see. Cheaper leader recruitment could be nice. I would also maybe like field repairs. That could be very useful. And keeping my army upkeep down. Naval capacity, that's always going to be very welcome. I think I don't need naval capacity right now, whereas ship upgrade cost, I think with some of these technologies in the pipeline, like armored torpedoes, if I could maybe get ship upgrades costs before I apply the armored torpedoes, that would save me a bit of minerals. Okay, so we finished the Mechas Prime. I want to check how many here. So I need a Corvette. I'll do this sort of layout.
Construction complete.
We'll do 2 Corvettes and a destroyer.
Survey complete.
And we're going to kind of follow that plan there. And one thing I want to check is I want to click on the guy here. He is 64 combat strength, whereas if I go and have a look at some of maybe these regular Corvettes, military power. Oh, I think they're getting some military power from being in the thing. Where's the newest one? Is it down the bottom? Yeah, you can see here, even though these are the exact same class of ship, the latest built ones are slightly more powerful. So if I have a look at the actual thing, there's no difference here between the 2 ships in terms of their modules, but because one ship was built with the extra plus 5% fire rate, it's just that little bit more powerful. And it has a better chance to hit, so we're taking good advantage of the opportunities available to us thanks to these things. That's going to mean we get a lot of really, really powerful ships over the course of the game. Let's see, system survey completed. That's great. I think those guys are doing a great job over here because by doing all these surveys and stuff like that, they're providing me with science and information about the world, about where no new colonies are. For example, if I press the Alt key, I believe I need to zoom in a little bit. You can see there's 2 colonies over here. I can't quite get over there to get them, but I will eventually. I do have 3 more planets over here I want to get, for example. Ah, a new unity point. So by finishing supremacy, we will get plus 15% fire rate in all of our fleets. So if I finish this now, you should watch this. This goes from 6649 to 7316. There we go. There's a nice boost in power. And we can get a new Ascension perk. So let's see here. World Shaper. That will give us terraforming speed and give us atmospheric manipulation. Interstellar Dominion would give us border range. Technological Ascendancy would give us research speed. Mastery of Nature would give me the clear tile blocker cost. So we don't really have a huge amount of really good ones to pick here. I'm sort of thinking either the Technological Ascendancy or the Border Range. And I think Technological Ascendancy here is perfectly reasonable. I already have the Core Sector Systems one. So I'm going to take Technological Ascendancy to give me extra tech. And that'll be very, very useful and very, very nice.
Construction complete.
Okay, construction completed. This is construction of the Spaceport over here in Mechas Prime. So let me go ahead and that was its construction queue rather. We're going to keep building new units. Want to keep these shipyards busy if we can.
System survey complete.
As we build up our fleet. I'm thinking now that we have like this huge fleet power capacity, I'm thinking maybe we could get a couple more. I think also now that we're kind of pushing up against our energy credit limit, it might be worth it to sneak in here and maybe get a couple of these mining stations up. With these constructors, if we could find a good spot for energy. There it is. I might go ahead and look through the surfaces of my planets for where I could find maybe a few upgrades to energy buildings, for example. There, I'll take a few here. I'm gonna leave this the way it is for now. Yeah, I'm gonna need more energy. Thanks to this massive fleet that I'm building.
Acquisition successful.
Okay, we got the improved assist research. That's actually hugely useful. For example, if I go over to these guys. Now, when they provide the assist research, they are providing plus 35%. That's a huge, huge bonus. So, for example, you are around where? What planet are you around? Oh, no! Let me go to you. Where are you? Go to. Here we are. So if we zoom in on this planet here and click on the right one, you can see here we're gaining a fairly significant boost to research thanks to that science. We're also getting 24 unity, which is crazy. If I can go in and find a research station, yeah, look at that. Plus 35% from research assistance. That's really powerful. Not to mention the governor's helping out quite a bit too. Okay, so there are physics technologies available for research. I think advanced combat roles could definitely be useful. We're also going to be picking up society and armored torpedoes here, which is really nice.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, we just got 2 technologies acquired. So let me go in and ship design my new Corvette. The main difference here is going to be a slightly better torpedo. Thankfully, it only uses 5% more energy, but the major difference here is that the torpedo is harder to kill. It does more damage. It has a similar sort of fire time and sort of stuff like that. It's mainly just like a straight upgrade. There it is. That's a little bit better. Now, we did lose a little bit of spare power, so there's certain areas of the ship that get worse. But generally speaking, this is a major upgrade for us. So I'm going to save the new Defender type with the armored torpedoes, and then I need to... Alright, I have the ship upgrade cost, so I'll be able to upgrade those ships, no problem. I'm going to pick up the Galactic Ambitions here, because it's a relatively cheap technology that will provide me with border range. I'm also going to be picking up, Whirlwind missiles. That actually makes the equation a little bit harder to judge. Afterburners could also be quite useful. The fortress, I think I would actually like to unlock the fortress now. Impulse thrusters, those are really nice actually. I want afterburners and I want impulse thrusters. And I want like all of this stuff. I think I'll just go for the cheap thing. The afterburners will be quite useful, I think, in getting our ships up to speed. So I'm going to call that the end of this episode. We have got a little bit of work to do, but I think we're getting to the point now where we're getting to be very, very scary, and we should be able to do a lot of damage to the Sildor Galactic Autocracy. I kind of played it very passively and defensively, and I let them kind of dictate things because they had a bigger fleet than me, because I was focused on economic development. But now that they awoke the fallen empire of the Silicron Incorporators, we are going to be purging them quite soon. So, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!